Hi guys, this is Chet here from Avion Technology here in the Chicagoland area. We are a digital agency that works with other digital agencies. So whom do we work with? We work with a lot of smaller digital agencies, who make between $500,000 to $250,000 in annual revenue, and we actually help them scale up. How do we help them scale up? Well, by becoming their preferred vendors for a lot of their web and app and even digital projects. So today I'm going to talk about some of the challenges of running an agency, right? Most of you have probably experienced this. And if you're past like the 1 million, 2 million annual turnover mark, maybe a lot of these things might not apply to you. But most of the smaller agencies actually face this on a day-to-day level. Number one, change. The rate of change that we're seeing in the world today, right, is incredible, right? There's just so much happening, there's just so much turmoil, so much chaos. And a lot of agencies, like the pandemic, for example, right? Like everyone was like, you know, where's new business going to come from? And then suddenly we got the PPP loan, so we had a lot of capital, but then there was a great resignation. So there's just so much happening. It's really becoming difficult to forecast. It's really becoming difficult to kind of find any patterns because of the chaos, right? So the rate of change, number one. Number two is competition. One of the problems of starting an agency is that the barrier of entry is really low, right? Unlike, let's say, being a doctor, where you have to go to med school, then give your boards, then finish your residency, then maybe do a fellowship, or of lawyer, you go to law school, then you give your boards, then you work as a junior partner, and you kind of do that for 5-10 years. There's really no barrier of entry for starting an agency, right? You take one course on Udemy and then you're off, right? So this is an extremely competitive market. It's a red ocean market. So there's new competition which is coming up all the time. So again, hyper competitive environment. Number three is talent, and this is a big issue, right? Not so many people are getting into STEM these days. So whether it's programming talent, whether it's digital talent, whether it's marketing talents, it's really difficult to get good talent. And if there is any good talent available, usually they leave because they get kind of mopped up by the bigger agencies or the even bigger companies, right? The fangs of the world. So finding and retaining talent is extremely difficult for a small business. One of the problems that I've seen typically happen in a lot of smaller agencies is they have one good dev, or they have one good marketing person, and unfortunately he or she gets a lot of projects. So because the whole agency kind of revolves around this person, he or she gets an onslaught of projects, and usually that person leaves just because they're exhausted, right? Next is scope creep. Again, most projects, scope creep is a big issue. You leave about 10% buffer for scope creep, but sometimes even that 10% doesn't suffice, and there's so much scope creep on a project that you kind of wonder why you took the project on, because you didn't make a profit, you didn't get paid, and you just probably even lost your reputation in the process, right? So scope creep. Last is new technologies. Just when we thought that all we would have to do is just learn WordPress, suddenly we had apps, and then once we thought, oh well, I just need to figure out what this apps is. Now you have AI, right? So this things are constantly changing. Again, back to my first point, and more so in the field of technology, there's just so many new technologies coming up all the time and most business owners, we do not have the time to invest like every day for 2 hours just learning new stuff. We're busy marketing, we're busy selling, we're busy managing the cash flow, we're busy doing our compliances. We don't have time to learn a new technology in depth, right? So all of these are challenges of running an agency. Now these are the challenges. What's the solution? The solution is finding a right vendor. I always say this, right? And this is a pitch that I make to all my prospective clients, which is that you don't have to give me work right away, but keep us on your Rolodex, right? Always have a list of a couple, at least 2 or 3 vendors that you can kind of farm, and these are trusted vendors. This is not someone that you find on Upwork or Fiverr, who's like the lowest bid for a project. Trust me, there's a reason why someone bids the lowest, and there's a reason why when you find these unbelievable prices on Upwork or Fiverr. But find someone, I always say find someone the way you would find a medical professional. Like if you need to get a knee surgery done, you are not going to go to the cheapest possible person. Like you're going to probably talk to your family physician, he's going to give you a referral, and that's how you'll find someone. So similarly, right, when you need to find a vendor, make sure it's through your trusted contacts, make sure it's through your trusted network, because that's where the chances, the probability of you finding someone good is going to be really high. But trust me, with all of these, if you find a partner who can deliver, that person is worth their weight in gold, because he or she would free up so much of your time in doing the essentials of your business. What are the essentials of your business? Sales and marketing. That's what all small businesses, all small agencies struggle with, right? Sales and marketing. There's just not enough revenue. So we have these challenges. We have a potential solution. Like I said, here at Avion, we've helped a lot of small agencies scale up, so we know what that's like. If you want to give us a shout, these are my coordinates. If you like my content, press the like button. If you want to subscribe, press subscribe. My key takeaway for this is that the business being on an autopilot and you playing golf, or or you being in a country club, I think that model of business is now going, right? No matter what stage of business you're in, whether you're in the seed stage, whether you're in the growth stage, whether you're in the maturity stage, whether you're in the reinvention stage, whatever stage of business you are in, business is constantly about churn. Business is constantly about being competitive. Business is constantly being being on top of your game. So if you have started an agency with this notion that 5, 10, 15 years from now I'll just relax, set back, and the money will keep rolling in, I think you're in the wrong business, right? Running an agency, or for that matter, any services-based business, whether it's a lawyer, it's a doctor, it's a CPA, it's a plumber, it's a HVAC, whatever it is, it's a grind. Every day you gotta get up and run as fast as you can. So if you can do that for the next 30 years of your life, then you're in the right place. But if you feel that you're just gonna do this for 5 years and then make a lot of money, you're probably not. So know what's in front of you, set realistic expectations, and then the challenges stop being challenges, right? They're just a part of your daily business operations. Chet here from Avion Technology in Chicagoland area. Thank you so much, and have yourself a great rest of the week.